The world is in desperate need of empathy right now. We have to care about human beings, and we have to, and the only way to bridge the gaps that we have is to feel for other people.
One of the tenets that I love about the Waldorf education is the fostering of imagination, instilling a sense of lifelong learning and the idea that we can inspire critical thinkers to think about the problems of the world.
It's completely holistic in that every aspect is tied together through a cohesive philosophy.
It's specific to the individual rather than what maybe a government program is telling you needs to happen to meet certain milestones and checking boxes on a child.
My soul, my heart, my body, my mind, all of those things were paid attention to in ways that I think, again, are not typical in most schools.
Waldorf education is the education for now and is preparing our children for the unknown. Because when you have a person that can think outside of the box, that are aware of their creative gifts and talents, when they are able to be in their skin and have a moral compass, it prepares their brain in such a way that they can move around the planet, bringing their whole self.
Everything we learn early on is connected. We learn a lot about the environment in which we're living in. We learn a lot about human relationships. We learn a lot about how we use our hands and our minds. And so it's really incredible when we train the thinkers of tomorrow. We need them to start at a foundation where they really understand that interconnected nature of everything.
The curriculum and the academics are stellar. They're off the charts. The literature, the science, the math, the languages.
My history classes were 2 hours long, and the professor would talk, no notes, nothing.
I had never heard of Goethe or anything that we had read. It was all critical thinking included in reading classical literature, Dante's Inferno, things like this. I was never exposed to that before. That was fascinating to me.
Even the teaching methodology I found to be interesting because everything has some kind of artistic component.
You learn to start to envision a project at its completion, which is what art is. That's something that anybody in any business would want, somebody who can begin to envision what the end result is and what the steps are you want to take to it.
You have to learn how to resolve conflicts more intentionally at a Waldorf school because you're with the same teacher for so many years. They always say it's like the relationship you have with a parent. You have to work through it, even as the kid goes through different stages.
I've found through the college search, you say they went to a Waldorf school, and almost every place goes, oh, well, we keep a couple spots for people like that because those people are rare. And we're trying to find them.
Students who are raised with this type of education contribute to community in such a positive way because you have people who are compassionate, who have empathy, who have understanding of different cultures.
They want people to really learn and to make ethical decisions, and that's taught at Waldorf.
Absolutely, we're creating real leaders. Leadership is finding a way on your level to be of service and to be impactful and to bring your community in.
Waldorf education has survived in its many, many forms all over the world for 100 years and is growing. That to me is remarkable and says there is something valuable that needs to continue.
The next 100 years are going to be completely different from what we've seen with the advancements in technology and the changes in how we think and interact with our surroundings. I'm very excited to see how we integrate these ideas and beliefs into a larger audience.
When I meet another Waldorf student, no matter where in the world, there is an immediate recognition. I'm part of a larger society. And so between me and all the other Waldorf students, there are a lot of people in between that are not Waldorf students, and we have the potential to hold them and bring people together.